In this video, we're going to talk about the Canadian Experience Class Program for Express Entry of Canada. We're going to talk about the overview, we're going to talk about its eligibility criteria, and we will also talk about all the details that basically you need to know about the Canadian Experience Class Program. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Let's talk about the overview. Now, the Express Entry program has basically got three programs under it. The first one is the Federal Skilled Worker Program. The second one is the Canadian Experience Class, and the third one is the Federal Skilled Trade Class Program. The Federal Skilled Worker is, of course, for the NOC 0A and B. The Federal Skilled Trade Class is for NOC C, and the Canadian Experience Class, this is something different. It is for skilled workers who have Canadian work experience and want to become permanent residents. So if you have the working experience in Canada, in that case, you can apply for the permanent residency of Canada and you would apply through the Canadian Experience Class program. Okay, so let's check out the eligibility requirements. The work experience. You should have at least 1 year of skilled work experience in Canada in the last 3 years, before you apply, of course. The work should be full-time or an equal amount in part-time and have gained your work experience by working in Canada legally. So in last 3 years, you should have 1 year of Canadian work experience. So this is especially for people who have been working there on the work permit. Now, the skilled work experience means that you should have worked for the skill level 0 jobs, which is the managerial jobs, or the skill type A jobs, which is the professional jobs, or the skill type B jobs, the technical jobs, and the skill trade jobs. If you don't have any idea about it, I'll provide a link in the description box, and that video will tell you about the different types of NOC codes for the Express Entry program. Now, the language test score, it should be CLB7. Right. Now, there's a very important point which needs to be noted over here, that if you plan to live outside of the province of Quebec, in that case only you can apply for the Canadian Experience Class. So, which means that applicants who have planned to live and work in Quebec or have gained their work experience in Quebec do not qualify for this program and should consider the Quebec Experience Class as an alternative. So you should be very particular about it. If you have the work experience of working in Quebec, in Montreal, or any other cities, in that case, you should consider the Quebec Experience Class program and not the Canadian Experience Class program. Okay, the advantages. Now, first of all, of course, with the Canadian experience, you would get more CRS points. So additional CRS points would give weightage to your CRS score, and you would get your ITA pretty early, right? Now, the very important point, and the other point which actually distinguishes it from the other two programs, is that you're not required to show proof of funds or settlement funds in the case of the Canadian Experience Class, which means that you need not show them the hefty amount like the $12,000 or the $15,000 in your account if you're applying through the Canadian Experience Class. They assume that if you've been working in Canada, in that case you are aware of the situations and you can take good care of you and your family. Okay, now the process. So it's basically divided into 8 different simple steps, or you can say that I've divided the complete process into 8 different simple steps. The first one is, of course, getting a job in Canada. So you can get that job like getting a transfer within your company to any location in Canada, or maybe getting a different job in Canada, things like that. Now you have to work there for a minimum of 1 year. So this is the second step, of course. In that case, only you will be eligible for the Canadian Experience class. Now, the further steps are similar as of the FSW program, like you should have get your ECA done, which is your Education Credential Assessment. After that, you should have your language proficiency test score ready with you. Then you can create your Express Entry profile. After that, if you have good score, just like currently the good score, I would say something above 440 or 445. In that case, you would get your ITA. You should collect your documents after that, submit your application, pay the application fees. After that, you'll get the confirmation of the permanent residence, and then you can get the PR card after getting your COPR. COPR is basically the confirmation of permanent residence. So this is the breakdown of the complete process into 8 simple steps. I just hope that it would help you in understanding the complete process overall. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that the complete process and the requirements and the overview is quite clear to you. If you have any queries or questions, please comment down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please click the like button if you think it was helpful for you, and share it with your friends if you think it can be helpful for your friends. And also subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed it yet.